Hello everyone, welcome back to the Real Queen of Fertility 33 channel. Well, Tatiana is Nefertility in Egyptian, okay y'all? So let's begin. We be learning about the Cold War. You are not finna run up on me this time, okay, like you did the Great Depression. I'm on your ass, okay? So we be learning about the Cold War that is happening right now, even though it's hot, but it's still cold out here, okay? It's a dirty war. So basically, y'all, since they cut me out the video is supposed to be extremely scary now. And I want it to be like this. I'm finna show y'all that I am a wrecking to be fucked with. Okay? You think it's not scary because I'm in the video? Well, since I'm out the video, it's finna become really fucking scary. Like, people are dying right now because it's scary, and I can do that. Okay? I mean, they come back, but I want y'all to die on the other side, okay? To show you that this is very extreme, okay? That you is doing, okay? I am not gonna be fucked with this time, okay? So let's begin. So the Cold War was a period of international geopolitical rivalry between the United States, which is us, the US, and the Soviet Union, USSR, which is Bloody Mary team, which is on the other side, okay, and their respective allies, the capitalist Western Bloc and communist Eastern Bloc, which is the giants. It began in the aftermath of the Second World War, which happened in 2017 when I got assassinated, and it was in February, and ended with the dissolution of the Soviet Union in 1991. How that's what they get. They thought the Giants on their team, but now you see, okay? Don't fuck with me. Come on now, y'all should know it's better than this. The term Cold War is loose because there was no direct fighting between the two superpowers. They made it like that, okay? Though each supported opposing sides in regional conflicts known as proxy wars. In addition to the struggle for ideological and economic influence and the arms race in both conventional and nuclear weapons, the Cold War was expressed through technological rivalries such as the space race, espionage, propaganda campaigns, embargoes, and sports diplomats. Okay? After the end of the Second World War in 1945, during which the US and USSR had been allies, the USSR installed satellite governments in its occupied territories in Eastern Europe and North Korea by 1949. And y'all was not supposed to do that. We can do it to you, but you can't do it to us because you shitty. And y'all know that, resulting in the political division of Europe and Germany by an iron curtain. The USSR tested its first nuclear weapon in 1949. Yeah. I know, right? After the US lost their own on Hiroshima and Nagasaki and allied with the People's Republic of China, founded in 1949. The U.S. declared the Truman Doctrine of Containment of Communists in 1947. Why would y'all give the Giants this type of shit? This only for y'all elders. The fuck you talking about? Launched the Marshall Plan in 1948 to assist Western Europe's economic recovery, and founded the NATO military alliance in 1949, matched by the Soviet-led Warsaw Pact in 1955. The Berlin blockade of 1948 to 1949 was an early confrontation, as was the Korean War in 1950 to 1953, which ended in a stalemate. Whew. Yes, because Mary never did that. U.S. If you know, you know. U.S. involvement in regime change during the Cold War included support for First World anti-communities and right-wing dictatorships, and uprising, while Soviet involvements include the funding of Second World left-wing parties, wars of independence, and dictatorships. And nearly as the cardinal states underwent decolonization, many became third war battlefields of the Cold War. Both powers used economic aid in an attempt to win the loyalty of non-aligned countries. The Cuban Revolution of 1959 installed the first communist regime in the Western Hemisphere, and in 1962, the Cuban Missile Crisis began after deployment of U.S. missiles in Europe and Soviet missiles in Cuba. That's probably why half of these people did, okay, because they got blown up. It is widely considered the closest the Cold War came to escalating into nuclear war. Another major proxy conflict was the Vietnamese War of 1955 to 1975, which ended in defeat for the U.S. The USSR solidified its domination of Eastern Europe with its crushing of the Hungarian Revolution in 1956 and the Warsaw Pact invasion of Czechoslovakia in 1968. So the Hungarian War is basically them eating her, and the Warsaw Pact is about that incest shit. Relations between the USSR and China broke down by 1961, with the Sino-Soviet split bringing the two states to the brink of war, aimed at broader conflict in 1969. You ain't lying. They had to get out, the elders, okay? Yeah, why they killed my family, because they had to get out. In 1972, but they gave it to them, though. In 1972, the U.S. initiated diplomatic contacts with China, and the U.S. and USSR signed a series of treaties limiting their nuclear arsenals during a period known as detente. In 1979, well, you know, but still, though. That's how I look at it, though, but y'all can explain it yourself. In 1979, the toppling of U.S. allied governments in Iran and Nicaragua and the outbreak of the Soviet-Afghan War again raised tensions. In 1985, Mikhail Gorbachev which is the transgender, became leader of the USSR and expanded political freedoms, which contributed to the revolutions of 1989 in the Eastern Bloc and the collapse of the USSR in 1991, ending the Cold War. Okay, and that is basically what's going on right now. Is the Cold War. Hopefully, this helps you all. Enjoy.